I think it's a people-oriented place, good yacht clubs, all coalescing together and pulling together, and it really made for a very nice system of sailing for juniors and adults, and I think that's what I appreciated most about the bay.
Every club is different. You know, there's no apples and apples. Bayhead's different than we are, Manaloking is different. I mean, it's, you know, Manasquan might be the closest because they have a pool, but they have tennis courts, so.
Every club has their own personality. You asked what makes our club special. I think because we have a good sailing program, a good membership, and people are just, they have a really strong attachment to the club and to the history.
Any new member here gets a copy of our centennial book, and I've had members come up and say, this is fabulous. I had no idea how much was behind all of this.
We're small and we're like a family here. It's like a community, and we get to know members from other clubs. It's just a great time.
Because it's a volunteer organization, almost everybody serves at some level, whether it's back then we used to serve dinner to each other. We used to wait tables.
The powder puff that we run, we have 100 volunteers. From whether you're doing race committee, making lunches, packing the bags that we give out, ordering the teddy bears, whatever it is, we have about 100 people.
Opti please, red, white, and blue.
One of the things that I talked to our juniors about when I was Commodore here a couple of years ago was how lucky they are, because, you know, sometimes we take it for granted where we are, especially within the sailing community and the access that we have to the water here, not only on the river but on the bay. So it's tremendous.
See this puff? There's going to be a puff in about 10 seconds.
We learned how to sail ourselves. There was no sailing program down here. It started here in 1950. This was the first sailing program on Barnegat Bay. It changed the whole complex of the yacht club, basically. When I was a kid, children were forbidden to be in the yacht club after dinner. It was strictly adults. And now the place is full of kids every night.
We have people sitting here on the porch tonight that are over 100 years old, and we have several people who are 10 years old. And they all get along, friendly, happy.
Right on the point is usually pretty dead stuff.
I got to crew for some really great people on the bay and meet really great people just because I reached out and got to sail with the other generations that were still looking for the young crews.
It's the people. It's the relationships, the friends that you get to meet here. I'll have friends here for life, and I didn't know anybody when I first came, but it's a very welcoming, warm atmosphere, and it's really the people that make the club.
It was a family thing. We'd go to the Bbyra, and our daughter would sail, or whatever boat we had, a Comet or an E-Scow, in the morning. We'd sail it in the afternoon. Our son would go with us, and he would sail a Penguin. That's the way we did the family regattas.
Spider just went back on the port as well.
I always felt from events like the Mallory Cup and the Adams and the single-handed O'Day that anybody on Barnegat Bay could go out and win those more often than people from other parts of the country. So I always felt that we were the pinnacle.
Well, at first I was never really that competitive in sailing. I just liked the fact that you could go out and have fun in the water, jump in the bay. That was in Opties. And it wasn't until I moved up to 420s where I sailed with another person on the boat where we actually started getting into sailing and the sport and racing.
That's the beauty of sailing. There's a great bunch of motivated people, and I think it's just, I can't tell you why every club has a sailing program. I think they just figured out that that's the way to do it, but the rewards are tremendous, not only to the membership, to what's happening, the lifeblood of the club.
Let's roll 2 quick ones, guys. Jib in, Mike, please. Yeah.
Essentially, it's all one big club as well, and that's the result of the Barnegat Bay Yacht Racing Association. It's absolutely awesome that a group like that can survive for 100 years. I've sailed in BBYRA races since my early teens, which is probably 35 years ago. And my oldest friends that I have today are people that I met through racing in the BBYRA.